Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm not sure what time it is. I'm thinking it's around 3 o'clock. So we kind of did a little bit of this and did a little bit of that and just kind of monkeyed around. We had about a tenth and a half of rain. So it was a good thing we pushed hard and got everything baled up in that organic green oat feed of ours. And heading on down the road again. Before the end of this year, you guys are gonna get to knowing this road and every friggin' little pothole in it. That's for sure. But remember, I've always been saying about a certain piece of land that the owner of that land really should get friggin' busy and do something with it, because it's a mess. Somebody should kick him in the arse because he's not doing his job. So there you go. We're hooked up to the cultivator and we're gonna go play in that field a little bit. Can't do any baling. I could go do some cutting, but they're actually calling for rain for tonight too, so I figured, screw it. We'll see if it rains, and if it don't rain, I'll go cutting tomorrow. So yeah, we're CP's behind me with her half done because she wants to come for a ride. And we're heading out to the field and we're gonna do a little cultivating out in that field. So anyway, we'll talk to you when we get out there, see what happens. Alrighty, well, we did some so far, but man, well, the only weed I don't have is foxtail. How's that one? Thank God for that. But we got everything else. And buckwheat, oh my God, that friggin' stuff. See that cultivator? See the friggin' weeds that are plowing up around the shanks? That's buckwheat. That friggin' viney cocksucker. It goes on everything, and it'll actually start to bulldoze the dirt when it gets too much on there. But yeah, we're knocking them down, and got CP with me. See, there she is. Anyways, we're like CP said, we're just putting the organic matter back in the soil, guys. Come on. That's all we're doing. We're just giving it extra added nutrient for next year, okay? Somebody slapped me. Oh, I just got it from... What the hell? Jesus. Okay, I did say somebody slapped... No, don't do it again. Yeah, it's... She's a bugger, but hey, we're getting black dirt again, so that's all that matters. We'll knock these weeds back, and then we'll probably have to hit them in, I don't know, what do you figure, a week? 10 days?
No, sooner than that.
Hit it. We'll see what happens. We'll be hitting them probably mid next week again. And so maybe I'll send CP out here with the disc, and she could hit them with the disc and bounce. She has to find out what it's like to bounce across these ruts. I shouldn't call them ruts, but I've got the harrows up because they would plug up too much with all the weed. So we got the cultivator furrows down there pretty good. Anyway, we got the end here, so I'll let you guys go, and we're gonna keep playing out here. Talk to you later. Well, there, we got that field done, and we just pulled a bunch of, we had to stop 3 times to clean the cultivator off from all that creeping buckwheat, and now we just cleaned it off again here. But I got piles of the shit out there. I'm hoping it'll dry down so that we can chew it up and work it in with the disc. So see how much of this stuff I end up dragging with me. I got one little pile there. Screw it. friggin' stuff can fall off on the road and let the road grader deal with it. But it dried up, guys. You know what? Like that friggin' wind, it really picked up and it dried quite a bit. And like the neighbor over there, he's going on his fall rye. He's got an old John Deere. There he is. An old John Deere tractor pulling a old John Deere 6601 pull type combine. But there he is, he's going. So I might be baling this stuff tomorrow. We'll see how it looks in the morning. Anyway, that's all that's going on here today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, by the way, this is the neighbor's peas. And they actually, you know, of all the crops I've seen this year, the peas look the best of everything in this neck of the woods. They seem to have done really well with very little rain. Very little rain, and yeah, they seem to have done well. My guess is, I don't know if the guy desiccated these peas or not, but I'm gonna guess in 10 days time the combines might be rolling. Maybe 2 weeks at the most, but yeah. Anyway, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning, boys and girls. BP back here again. So we're in Little Red. There's the hood. And there's the rake. So on our haymaker oats that we seeded at home, we are raking the opening 6 rounds, our headlands, or as some people call them out in Europe, the rigger lands. And yeah, just because these opening rounds is where the stuff gets driven on, and right here along the trees there's no airflow to really get in there to help dry it down, so we're just basically flipping it up. It still won't bale today, it's just wet enough underneath that I don't believe it would go. So we're gonna rake it up and get this stuff flipped up. Even though we are putting 2 into 1, it'll still help it dry. And tomorrow we'll work at raking the rest of the field and baling it off. So everything should bale, unless we get rain tonight, everything will bale, I'm sure, tomorrow. God, I hope so, because Monday we're not home. We're on the road all day Monday. And Tuesday, well, I think that'll just be too far down the road for this stuff. So here's what's going on. We's a raking. And it's making a pretty good swath, but this stuff was driven on pretty hardcore. So, and that's why I want to get it flipped up and give it a little more dry down time from all day today. The wind is up, so everything else that runs back and forth, like everything out there, the back and forth rows, north and south rows, the wind is catching that stuff pretty darn good. But these headland rows, the wind ain't catching them worth a darn. So, hell, where it was driven on and I pounded it into the ground, the rake won't even pull it out 100%. You see that? But it's ripping it apart, and we bale these off, and then when the wife comes in to rake, she can hook that stuff a second time, and I'll just put it in the baler then. Anyway, I want to continue on here, and we'll get this done, and then we're going to hook up to some hay binds and go do some cutting. Talk to you guys later. Well, there we are, guys. So I raked up that stuff this morning, and then I got home and we serviced up, greased up the steering ends of both tractors, and serviced up the hay binds on both units. A little bouncy, but you can see CP back there. And this is it's an older hay stand, and it's not overly green, that's for sure, but by golly, it's leaving a friggin' swath. That's some of the nicest hay I've cut this year. Actual grass alfalfa mix. What this is it's a grass alfalfa and milk veg mix is what's out here. And in some areas, like that slough right over there, if I can get in them, there's a whole bunch of reed canary grass in there that I'd like to cut too. So, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna do okay for us. We're did 6 rounds around the whole field so far, and over on that far corner out along there, there's a whole bunch of potholes that you gotta dick around, going this way and that way, kind of like that organic green feed field that we just got done baling up. But this should produce okay, I'm thinking. And it's hilly. There's some hills. Like if you're in the far corner, you're definitely not gonna see the tractor. So the one guy that I talked to about this land, he said you gotta watch the sloughs, there's rocks in them. But at this point, like in there, I don't know if there's rocks in there or not. I guess we'll find out when we get there. So, but so far we haven't found any. Seen a couple that we had to lift for, but that was about it. And then on the outside edge of the field, like back there, sorry, I was just going around a corner, and even right there, here, if I could bring it in closer, that stuff right along the fence line right there, that's that leafy spurge. So it's on the outside edge of the field, so we were cutting probably a good 14 feet into the field than what I should have been. I could have went closer to the fence line, but I never, because I didn't want to be cutting that friggin' leafy spurge and putting it in a bale and bringing it home. In some places they call it tansy or something like that, but I don't need that shit at my place. I got enough of it as it is, and that was 3 spots, and we went and friggin' took care of it with that Tordon 22K stuff that the RM supplies us with. But there's another spot right there. It's all yellow. That's all that friggin' everything. That's that friggin' leafy spurge there too. And in the bush across the way over there, it's right full of leafy spurge. So it's just a matter of time before it's just going to keep creeping into these fields if the landowners don't do something about it, that's for sure. But anyway, we're cutting out here. We're not going super fast. There's friggin' mole hills, so we're only cutting about 4.5 miles an hour, 4.3 to 4.5. And you know, slow and steady versus and not broken is better than fast and braking constantly. How's that sound? Nice, that's how I feel anyway. So anyway guys, with that, I'm gonna let you go for now, and we'll bring you back a little bit later on. Talk to you later, guys. Check this out, guys. This is some crazy grass. That's why I like this reed canary. It's just freaking nuts. It's a little bouncy in here. I'm only going 3 miles an hour, but it's worth coming in here because there's some heavy friggin' grass in here, that's for sure. Anyway, I got to deal with this corner right here, so I'm gonna let you guys go. How about that swath, guys? That looks pretty good. Oh, CP's gonna go way back and work on that corner over there, so I'm gonna take the long run back and forth this way. We're whittling her down. Pretty soon we'll have nice long stretches. Get rid of all these little friggin' corners that we got going on out here. It's almost a two-handed job. Steering and driving and working the hydraulics and all of that fun stuff. But you know what? For this old hay, even this stuff ain't all that bad. Anyways, we're gonna continue on. We're just out here cutting away. Oh, here's something. So I went into that slough. CP went to do the rounds around the outside of the slough because of a few trees on the edges of it. And I don't know what she hit. She doesn't know what she hit. But she blew 4 guards and then 5 sickles. How about that? No, wait. Well, I lied to you. 3 guards and 5 sickles. Yeah, that's one way of changing the guards out on the machine. Anyways, so yeah, we were shut down for a few minutes on that one, but got her all fixed up and she's going again, so that's good. Anyways, we'll come back in a bit. Talk to you later. Well, guys, I'm thinking CP just wants to quit.
No.
I'm thinking she does. What'd you do now?
I ran something over.
Yeah, and you got a broken sickle and a broken guard. See? She just keeps breaking shit, guys.
Lift my machine.
Back you up a little bit. There. Broken sickle, broken guard. And I only got, we came out here with 6 or 7 guards and a couple boxes of sickles. And I've only got 2 guards left in my tractor. And actually, this one's broke on the top right here, out right here, and she snapped that sucker off and busted that sickle. I don't know what she hit, but she hit something. I guess we got to get to work and rip it apart and fix it up. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Well, there we go. Replace this one. So it's these guards, that's one guard. Those 2 teeth right there, that's one guard. And then this is one guard. So we replace this one and we replace this one. And then that sickle got replaced too. So, and unfortunately, that's the last of our guards. We don't got none left. If she breaks another guard, she's done. And if I break a guard, knock on wood, oh. If I break a guard, then I'm done. Or we keep cutting best we can with and just miss. And nobody wants to do that. She's not happy. Love you, babe. So we'll let you guys go. We'll come back in a bit. Well, guys, I know the sun could be in your eyes, and I can't even see what the heck I'm filming in the camera screen here right now. But this little corner is all that's left. And it's like 7 o'clock right now. So another 10-15 minutes and we be done. We be done. Lift, you sucker. So those bales out there, obviously made by somebody else. So, yeah, just about done out here. We got, I would say by the way this stuff is drying already, if I didn't have to haul on Monday, I'd be baling this on Monday for sure. But we're on the road on Monday and I can't get out of it. I made a promise and I have to do it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And if I did say, nope, not doing it, if I said, nope, not doing it, I'm sure Mazer Group New Holland would say, that's it, you're done, you're not hauling for us no more. Because I backed out of this haul once already. So, I shouldn't say I backed out, I canceled once already. And that was for our son-in-law's funeral. That was, what was that, last week? So yeah, here we are. Almost got her wrapped up. Went through a full box of sickles. Went through, what, 5 or 6 guards. We have like no guards left at all. None at home, none in the tractors, nothing. I think we started the season with 10 or 12 in total, which usually is lots, but not so much this year. The wife's machine actually cuts half an inch shorter than mine when we're on the same setting, and my machine, her machine, if I take it and move it to the next setting so she cuts taller, then she's cutting like an inch to an inch and a quarter taller than me. So anyways, fun and games. But we'll get this stuff wrapped up here, just a couple more passes and we're all done. Tristan's coming out to pick up the truck from the field, and you know what, all in all, with all the breakdowns, stopping and fixing and so on and so forth, the guy said this was 80 acres. I don't think it's 80, I think it's about 60, but just the same, we basically got started cutting out here at 1 o'clock, and it's just after 7 now, like 10 after 7 maybe. So I'd say we did pretty good. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back once we get this field done and we're on the road. Talk to you then. Well, there we go. So Tristan's in Kathy's truck, and his buddies Duran and Donovan in Duran's truck here. They came out and got CP's truck, and they're gonna take the truck home. That way we don't have to worry about coming back out here. The gates are all closed, so the cows won't get out. And we're on our way home. So not bad, you know. They say it's 80 acres, I think it's more like 60. And it took us, we were stopped, broke down 5 times. So, you know, every time you stop when you're broke down, especially when you're changing 3 guards at one time, well, that was a half hour to 45-minute adventure right there. So, but all total, it took us 6 hours and 15 minutes to cut this piece out here. And there go the boys taking the wife's truck home. There, they just went through the trees out there. But anyways, so with that, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Tomorrow's another lovely day. Hopefully we will be baling up our green feed at home, and we'll find out what kind of bales per acre we pull off on that, on the organic green feed, haymaker green feed. On the organic land, we just barely made a bale an acre. It was 125 acres, and we ended up cutting or making 129 bales. So Straight Pipe Acres was the closest guy at 134. Congratulations, buddy. One of these days I'm going to get over to your place and we'll have a beer over the deal. So anyways, with that, again, tomorrow we're going to be baling our stuff at home, I hope. Hopefully it dried down enough that we can bale it all up tomorrow. And I'm hoping to see 2.5 bales an acre. I'm hoping to see somewhere right pushing 100 bales on that field, but who knows? I guess time will tell. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, guys, I gotta go. We'll catch you later.